Alright, welcome to the Hades Omega Unicycle chain conversion install video. Alright, finally, right? Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is obviously we're going to put the bike on a stand. Alright. I've got my Harbor Freight lift stand here for a motorcycle. Okay. It does the job just fine. Okay, probably don't have to have it that high. Okay, there we go. The bike is on the stand. So you probably only really need it to be just high enough to get the rear wheel off the ground. Okay, so that's why I didn't jack it up. Okay, next thing we're going to do is we're going to take this cover off, all right? The belt cover. It's a 4mm Allen wrench, in case you guys are wondering. I'm required to take it off. Make sure you don't lose the bolts. Okay, there's the cover. Just slides off of there. And there you go. There's your pulley. Okay, so the first thing the manual tells you to do, or not the manual, but the instructions on the Unicycle website is to take the counter sprocket nut off. Okay, this nut right here. Okay, now the way they mentioned how to do it in the instructions is to go get some kind of lever object and jam it in here. Okay, and then it'll keep this from moving when you try to take it out. However, I don't have the belt on there anymore, so I can't do that. But yeah, that's what you would do if you did have the belt on there. Stick this between the spokes in here, okay? And then that'll keep this from moving, and then you could use a wrench to take it out, okay? Now they said if you use an impact gun, it's a lot easier, okay? So we're gonna try that. That's what they just are gonna try. So it's a 17mm, guys, 17mm. I got a little DeWalt impact gun here. Hopefully it'll do the trick. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I got some rubber gloves on here, and I'm going to use that to hold the shaft, okay? And hopefully it'll take the nut out. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah, no problem. Alright, there it is. A lot of dirt came off with it. That's the nut right there. Alright, that's somewhere safe. I think we're going to reuse that. So there's a washer here. Okay, I do not know if we're going to be reusing that either. Okay, and then now we got to pull the pulley off. Okay, still looks like it's in great shape too, by the way. Okay, if the pulley doesn't come off, you got to use a pulley puller. Okay, so that's what Hades Omega is going to try to do next. Okay, so what Hades Omega is going to use is a gear puller. Okay, this is what I'm going to try to use. This bad boy here. Okay, it's a power built gear pulley. Hopefully I can get it behind there. Yep, yes I can. Okay, this is use a proper tool for the right job, right? Proper tool for the job. Okay, and it just barely fits, okay? Barely fits. Alright. In fact, this tool might be a little messed up. But hey, at least Hades Omega is getting some use out of this thing. Okay, they mentioned do not try to pry it out, okay? Don't you will damage the motor, okay? Don't do that. And I'm using, this is a three jaw puller. Ooh, this tool is messed up. Okay, try to get a tool that's in good shape still. Okay, I've zoomed in so you can see more of the action, but you kind of get the picture. Try to get the jaws behind the pulley, okay? There's no there's no threads to thread anything on this pulley, so you got to use one of these jaw type pullers to take it out. Maybe. I can't seem to get it centered. That's the problem. Okay, make sure you're wearing some safety glasses. All right, here it goes. I'm going to use these simple machines to take this off. Is it already coming out? I believe it is. It doesn't take a lot of force to take it out, guys. You use the right tool. Oh, the tool's messed up. It's not grabbing it enough. Okay, I see what's happening here, guys. My tool was messed up. That's what's happening. I need a different puller, man. This is not gonna work. Okay, so lucky for me, I have another type of puller. It's not as nice as the other one, but maybe this one will work too. Okay, so I've adjusted the jaws so they go in more. Hopefully it'll get. So the problem here is I've sheared off all the teeth on my on the bolt here. Okay, for the puller. Okay, on the ram. So what I've done is I've moved it further in. Okay, so his Mega's tools are, you know, not in the best of shape. Okay, get that up there. I'm gonna do it by hand so we don't damage it. As you can see, it was already starting to come out a little bit, but then it stopped pulling. Okay, so all right, here we go. Sorry for the delays, guys. Oh, I know his Mega's struggling a little bit here, but okay. But this is the first part of the installation. Okay, is to take this old guy out before we even start taking the bike apart. So let's go do it. I will show you. This is probably the most difficult part of the install. Okay, guys, just taking the old pulley out. It says to use a pulley puller. Okay, that's what this is. It's a 3-jaw puller. Okay. Yep. Seems to be working. No drama. So I can see how this works. Okay, it's starting to move a little more. Get close up with the shaft there. Okay, this is a very important step. So I want to make sure that I get some good video on this. Okay. All right. So there it is. All right, and all we're gonna do is just keep on tightening this, and it'll keep on pulling it off. Now, if you want to put some WD-40 on it or something, fine. But there you go. It's coming off, and I'm not. As you can see, I'm using a pretty small. Wrench on it. Okay, or ratchet, and it's coming out fairly easily with this tool. Okay, there we go. It's out. Boom. There it is. Okay, that's the pulley. That's the pulley. And there is a key right here, okay? See that key? Don't lose that key, okay? Still, and make sure you inspect it. Make sure it's in good shape. It still is, so. You can see a bunch of metal came off on this. What's up with that? Okay, damaged it or something. Okay, and there's like a bearing in there and stuff. Pretty cool. I've never seen what it looks like in there, so that's what it looks like, boys and girls. Alright, did you get that? So there's the pulley, okay? There's a key in there also, okay? So that's what it looks like when you take it out, okay? There's this kind of round surface here with the where the key goes, okay? The key is on the bottom here. Let me see if I can move it. Okay, so yeah, see that? That's the keyway, and then there's the key right there, all right? I believe it goes like that. All right, so if you were to put this back in, you want to make sure that key is right there, okay? Okay, I'm not gonna put it back in. All right, and so you have to use, what Hayes Omega use is a 3-jaw puller, okay? A 3-jaw pulley puller, okay? You can buy these at your local automotive store. Something very similar to this, okay? I have another one similar to it, but this one is not as good, okay? This one is better, but I was already damaged, okay? You can see I sheared the the sheared part is already in there. So, but yeah, I sheared the threads off of this. I mean, it's a tool that has, you know, it has to deal with a lot of torque, you know, and pressure and all that stuff. Okay, so there you go. That's the first, well, that's like the second step. The first step is take the cover off. The second step is take this guy off, okay? To get the nut off, like I mentioned, if you have the belt still in there, jam a wrench or something in here, okay? And then that should keep it from rotating, okay? And then you can take the nut off. They said use an impact gun, and it was very easy to use if you use the impact gun, okay? I held it like this with the rubber glove just in case, so I can get enough grip on it, and then I gunned it out, okay? So, all right, so there you go. All right, we're like 25% there already. All right. Okay, so the next step is to remove the chain so we can take the jack shaft off. So my master link is right here, and I RTV it because I've had problems losing the master link clip. And this prevents that from happening. So I'm gonna take out all this RTV sealant around the chain, around the master link here. Okay, and then I'm going to remove my master link. The chain is so dirty. It's dirty for it. Okay, did you get that? Sorry, Hatesmaker made that look way more difficult than it is, okay? My chain, I did a lot of off-roading with my chain, and it was pretty dirty, okay? It helps if your chain is clean, okay? Not gonna lie. Okay, so there we go. No chain now. Now we're, wow, it's noisy. Okay, so, here we go. Okay, next thing you're gonna wanna do is take the wheel off, okay? So, I got a 17mm socket here. And I got a 6mm Allen wrench on the other side. Not too hard. Okay. Okay. Let me get a video. Okay, I'm gonna get a video taking it off from this side. So you're gonna push the axle out. Push the axle out. Holy crap, this thing's stuck in here. My axle is stuck, man. That's what happens when you do a lot of off-roading. Axle didn't want to come out. Just push it out with the wrench or something. Okay. Okay, whew, there it is. Whoa, this axle looks like it's bent a little bit. Alright, hold on. Okay, and then you're going to want to pull this back a little bit to get the caliper out. Okay, the little slot here. Okay, pull that out and then pull this part out of the spacer. Okay, and then push up on the caliper. Okay, and then just put it somewhere safe. I just let it hang here. Okay, and take the wheel off. All right. Okay, the next thing we're gonna do is disconnect the swing arm from the linkage. Okay, that's this guy right here. The swing arm's right here. So I'm gonna get a 6mm Allen wrench. Okay, and put that right there. Okay, and then I'm gonna use a 12mm on this side. All right. Okay, make sure you don't lose the nut. So probably what you're going to want to do is hold the swing arm up a little bit because it's going to flop down. You can unscrew it a little bit from this side and it'll start coming out. Okay, and then I'm going to try to wiggle the swing arm a little bit. Okay, it doesn't work that way. It's been a while since I did this. So. Just imagine trying to do this on the side of the trail, right? Not going to happen. Okay, when you get it far enough, you can probably stick the Allen wrench in there and just hit it. Okay. Okay, you can get a punch or something, or just use the Allen wrench that you used. Stick it in the hole. Okay. And the bolt out. Okay. Alright, there's the bolt there. Don't lose it. I'm going to take the Allen wrench out. Okay. And then the swing arm should just flop down like that, okay? Be careful not to pull on your brake line too hard, okay? You might damage it. Alright. There's that part. Okay, so the swing arm bolt is out of the linkage. Now we got to take out the swing arm pivot bolt is what we got to take out, okay? That's this bad boy right here, okay? So get your special tool to take it out, okay? There you go. It's this guy right here that I made. If you guys want to see a video on how I made this, I'll put a link in the description. It's basically a socket, okay? You can actually buy the actual tool too, man, but Hayes Mega crafted his own, okay? And then you're going to need a 5mm Allen wrench on the other side, okay? It's an axle, basically what it is, all right? So I've got the 5mm on the other end, and we're just gonna loosen this nut here. Hopefully this is the last time we'll have to do this, because I've done this like 3 times already. I don't know how much longer this tool's gonna last. Don't try to loosen it on the other side, because you'll strip that Allen bolt. Okay. Okay. Definitely got my money's worth out of this tool. Alright, swing arm nut is out. There should be a washer in there too. Don't lose that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same thing we did last time. I'm going to wiggle this side, okay? And then push out on this side. And it should just come out, okay? See that? Then when it gets far enough on the other side, I'm just going to pull it out the other side. Okay, you might want to support the swing arm. And this should just come right out because I don't have the belt installed anymore. Okay. If you're having trouble, just stick something in there and push it out the other end. It's a real pain in the ass, guys, by the way. Okay, so there's the swing arm axle. Came out the other end. Make sure you put that someplace safe. Okay, and you can kind of leave the swing arm here. You don't really need to take it off. Oh, okay, so don't forget that there's where did the washer go in? There's supposed to be a washer there. It's falling out. Okay, I think there's supposed to be a washer here. I don't know what happened to it. I must have forgot. Wait a minute, it's right here. Okay, yeah. So don't forget that there's a washer that goes here, okay? It goes right there. Okay. The nut is supposed to go on top of the washer, so don't lose that, okay? Okay, yeah. There's supposed to be a nut, and then there's a washer, okay? Don't lose that. Okay, I'll tell you now, if you have one of these these foot peg support brackets, take this off now, okay? Because it's gonna get in the way. That is not a stock Sauron part, okay? So not everybody will have it, okay? That's what I want to say. Okay, it's pretty simple to take it off. All right, you just take these two pegs out, bolts out. Okay, I have to use a longer one because I have this special foot pegs. Play. All right. Okay. Okay. Pull this off. Now pull the support bracket out. Keep those together. Okay, that's what I had to take out to get my jack shaft out, okay? And then now we can take the jack shaft out. Just kind of just fell out on its own. So so what you're gonna want to do is pick up the swing arm a little bit, and then okay, do yourself a favor and take the other foot peg out as well, because it gets in the way also. Like I said, I haven't done this in a while, so I forgot all the steps. Okay, the jack shaft might just fall out. Nothing wants to cooperate. Okay, take that kickstand assembly out, okay, and your jack shaft comes right out, okay? Make sure you don't lose these spacers, okay? Make sure you inspect your jack shaft. The bearings go bad on these guys, so I just replaced this too, by the way. So, all right, so there we go. That's all the goodies out there, okay? As you can see, ooh, this is my pulley's a little bit damaged. Yeah, I think it got messed up. It looks like it got messed up when when the belt broke a little bit. It's because the teeth are a little flatter. It's not good. Yeah, well, it doesn't matter now because we're replacing this. Okay, all right, it's big out. So there you go. There's your jack shaft assembly.